You're listening to WZMB Zombie Radio, your personal soundtrack to the end of the world. That was Paramore and their song Grow Up, which you know I do not want to do, because growing up implies responsibility. I do not want any responsibility. As you can tell, you have probably been listening to me long enough to know that this man should not have any responsibilities. I might sound a little different to you. Why? Well, during that Paramore song, I was listening to a little bit of comedy. Why? Because we need some comedy in our lives to keep us from going crazy. The comedian I was listening to was everybody's favorite Mitch Hedberg. Well, he sort of got into my brain, kind of like a zombie. And for some reason, I can't stop talking like Mitch Hedberg. That's okay, he was really funny, and maybe, just maybe, I'll make you motherfuckers laugh a little bit. In fact, he's inspired me so much, I think I'm gonna tell one of his jokes. This is an homage to Mr. Hedberg. I am not ripping him off. When you go to a restaurant on the weekends and it gets busy, they start a waiting list. They start calling out names. Dufresne, party of two. Dufresne, party of two. And if no one answers, they'll say the name again. Dufresne, party of two. But then if no one answers, they'll just go right on to the next name. Bush, party of three. Yeah, but what happened to the Dufresnes? No one seems to care. Who can eat at a time like this? People are missing. You fuckers are selfish. The Dufresnes are in someone's trunk right now, with duct tape over their mouths, and they're hungry. That's a double whammy. We need help. Bush, search party of three. You can eat once you find the Dufresnes. If you can't laugh at that joke, you do not have a sense of humor. And if you don't have a sense of humor, I would suspect you will not make it through the apocalypse. And the apocalypse needs survivors. And those survivors better have a sense of humor. Why? Because when we make it out of this mess, it's gonna be nasty. And just then, I sounded like a combination of Mitch Hedberg and Red Fox. Red Fox was funny too, but I don't understand his name. He was neither red nor a fox. Now, he made fun of foxes. I'm talking foxy ladies, not the fox with the fur and the pointy ears. But he still wasn't red, and he had two D's in his first name, R-E-D-D. Wouldn't that be Redded? So his name should have been Redded Fox. I am confused. Maybe I should spell my name with two J's. D-J-J. D-J-J. Actually, that's not my real name. In fact, I have not ever spoken my real name to my audience, and I don't think I ever will. Why? Because you don't need to know. Because I'll be getting in calls with my name, and you will stalk me. And I do not need stalkers. How about another joke? Because you need to laugh. People associate long hair with drug use. I wish long hair was associated with something other than drug use, like an extreme longing for cake. And then strangers would see a long-haired guy and say, "That guy eats cake. He is on bunt cake." Mothers saying to their daughters, "Don't bring the cake eater over here anymore. He smells like flour." Did you see how excited he got when he found out your birthday was fast approaching? I don't know. This is really hard. It's hard to channel the soul of Mitch Hedberg. He was a brilliant comedian. I am just a DJJ. Sorry, I was referencing an earlier joke. And it was a visual joke. You had to be there. Probably see what I was wearing. Maybe I'll point to the people in the back and laugh at his shirt. And you won't understand because you can't see the shirt. But if you're watching my video, you can see that I have a disgustingly ugly green sweatshirt on. You know, Mitch Hedberg was kind of a prophet. He said once, and I believe he was talking about the zombies, he said a severed foot is the ultimate stocking stuffer. And he was right. Have you had enough of Mitch Hedberg? I don't know. I sat and listened to him for too long. I just can't shake him. It's kind of sad when you can't shake comedy, especially when you're not funny. That's okay. Why is it okay? Because I'm really just a DJ. How did you like that switch? I played a little bit of me and a little bit of Mitch and a little bit of me. I figured you could only take Mitch Hedberg for so long, but let me try a little experiment here. I'm going to say a Mitch Hedberg joke just using my own voice and see if it's funny. I think Bigfoot is blurry. That's the problem. It's not the photographer's fault. Bigfoot is blurry. And that's extra scary to me, 'cause there's a large, out-of-focus monster roaming the countryside. You see, it just doesn't work. It would be like Gilbert Gottfried trying to speak his comedy in a normal voice. He's not funny when you remove the crazy-ass voice. It would be like someone coming in here. You know, some normal morning time DJ. Hey, this is John Sterling here talking to you from WZMB, and I've got all sorts of honka morning show for you. Yes, I threw in the honka because everything needs a little honka to make it funny. Maybe even a little whistling and a crazy ass scream. And then you've got some hot chick beside you in the studio with her legs showing even though the audience can't see it. But the truth is, you all know what a face for radio means. That's me. I got a face for radio. This has been a little bit of a distraction from the usual craziness, from the Mangala virus, from the 0 Day Collective, and the zombies. Why? Because every once in a while we just need a laugh. We need to forget the craziness, the insanity that surround us every day. We need to let go of the fact that monsters are banging down our doors and trying everything they can to end our lives, to drive us mad, and to keep us from succeeding at the very act of living. And I hope that maybe, just maybe, I can bring you that distraction that you so desperately need, even if you're just listening to my voice as a repast until I get to the music. I don't care, so long as you're tuned in and I can steal you away for a brief moment. And you can remember what it was like when life was simpler, when all you had to do was live. Because living wasn't about surviving a war. And that's right. Although there will be plenty of people who will disagree with me right now, I believe that we are all collectively fighting in the worst war this planet has ever seen. Yes, I know people will argue and say that World War II was the worst, even Vietnam. But right now, we've got World War Mangala. And it is around us in 360 degrees. It's not isolated to a single location, a single country, or a single race of people. This war doesn't discriminate. And look at me, reminding everybody of all the hell that we're suffering when I wanted to just take you away from it all. So, for that, I am going to play you a song. I haven't played my favorite band in a while. We all know what that band is. Let's all say it together. That band is... I didn't hear you. Let's try that again. My favorite band is... You said it right. My favorite band is Rush. And I'm going to play for you a song from their remastered Vapor Trail CD. The song is called, aptly, Peaceable Kingdom. Enjoy.